We saw you twice in 2018, once in 2019, and here we are, twice in 2 months seeing you again. Is it nice to get some consistency in to finally be able to be fighting often?
Yeah. That means the money's rolling. First of all, I want to say shout out to MMA Junkie. The best coverage, the best guys I know out there, MMA Junkie. The best guys, that's the best questions. There's some great work. MMA Junkie.
Well, I really appreciate that, man. Thanks for reading. But you got a big fight coming up here, a rematch against Lando Vannata. Was this a fight that you wanted to run back? Were you hoping that eventually this one got booked, or were you just happy to take it when it came your way?
Yeah. I've never had a draw in my life. There's a winner and there's a loser. We got to go figure it out. There's no time to play around. We got to go figure it out. I took the Lando fight. I was my last contract, my last fight. Didn't have a coach. I just had found my coach, and he'll tell you the story too. I just walked into the gym and was like, "Hey, you want to work with me for this fight?" We just half-assed it. We put it together, and we just fought the kid like it was. Didn't know anything about the kid. Didn't know how to prepare for the kid. And even then, I'm fighting him in 2 weeks now. But at least I know who the hell am I dealing with now. Before it was just we were just doing some random stuff. And to be honest, I was out of shape. I didn't come the best me. Now he's able to see who I really am.
And have you gone back since you guys have been booked in these 2 weeks? Have you gone back and watched that first fight at all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course.
And what was your assessment? Did you feel like that should have been your fight? Do you feel like the judges got it right? What was your takeaway?
I'll say I'm an honest person. I'll be honest. I felt like he did some really good things in the first fight. He dropped me. My problem is that I let him get off with a good shot in the wrong places. Too early. His pop was still too good at the beginning of the fight. So, that's not really knowing about too much about him. But this time I felt like, really at the end of the day, I felt like it was just the judges. I let it be whoever it's be. I don't judge the fights. If I want to say I felt like I won, I touch his face up more. Look at his face and look at mine. He had a cut over his nose, had a cut over this, had a cut over this place. I don't know why the guy signed the fight again. Be honest. I wouldn't want to look like that again. And if you want to do that again to yourself, sure, go ahead.
We all saw how the first one played out. We saw the draw at the end of it, but how do you think this one's going to differ? What do you think is going to go different on Saturday night when you guys
The difference
fight?
is I'm going to finish him. I'm going to press him so hard. I don't know why he would even sign this fight. I think he thinks I was going to come here half-assed. I don't know why he'd do that to himself again. I'm coming so hard, bro. I'm going to let him have it. I'm going to let him have it from A to B. I'm going to let him have it. And I'm sorry. If he's still standing, I guarantee he won't be standing by the third round. I'll get him out by the third. I say I'm going to get him in the third.
Appreciate the time, Bobby. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Next question is from Jay Anderson with Stateside Press.
Thanks very much, and good to see you again, Bobby. You mentioned being out of shape in that first fight to now, being the best Bobby Green you could be. Was there a change in mindset for you? Was it that fight that did it or something else?
I guess I got a little depressed at the time. Daniel Cormier talked to me and was like, "Hey, like I see the difference in your fight. What happened? Like, what's going on with you?" I just felt like the public wasn't watching and nobody cared. And when the champ tells you I'm watching your fights and he can see, hey, you're falling off, I was like, whoa, somebody's paying attention. So I guess I got remotivated, I had to get remotivated and let him know, like, I'm still putting on good shows. And the fact that I let him to fight a night that night, a lot of my fights I feel like are really, these are just art, it's my style is poetry in motion. I want to give you art and motion. And if I'm not selling a great product that you guys love to watch, it may not be guys going to sleep all the time, but it's beautiful art. I'm going to show you punches. I'm going to show you kicks. I'm going to show you elbows. I'm going to show you knees. I'm going to show you wrestling. I'm going to show you submission attempts. I'm going to show you every part of the art.
Lando was kind of asked this as well. He said he's grown leaps and bounds as a fighter. He doesn't think you've changed that much. I assume you've got a different take on that. How have you changed as a fighter, and how do you see him today?
Interesting. That's what he said, a little bastard, huh? Tell him I said, you ain't changed. Since he fought me, he ain't been digging deep and fighting deep. I changed to show you that, like, when I fought Clay Guida's supposed to be the pace king of our division. The guys who's got the most heart, gonna push you the hardest. I pushed even harder than Clay. And I fought Clay on 3 weeks' notice. Came off my couch and fought him. Trust me, you have no idea what you're dealing with. And he didn't know who I was. He doesn't know who I am. I wouldn't expect him to know.
And last one for me, speaking of the Guida fight, I mean, do you feel you have any edge having fought once during the pandemic and having fought so recently, whereas Lando last fought, back in February before all this hit?
Do I feel I'm at an advantage because I'm really a little more comfortable, maybe? Possibly. But I don't pay attention to those elements, A fight is a fight. I came out here, I'm going to do me. I don't pay attention to those things. Those things aren't important to me. What's important to me is finishing this guy.